Now, you're live.
So this is Chris, the Idaho Painter. We're here live today, and hopefully we'll have some people show up. But I'm going to be doing power washing or pressure washing a house right behind me. And you know, today is Sunday, so some of you probably noticed that. And you know, sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. It's the weekend. I wish I could be off, but my guys worked really hard this weekend. Didn't want to ask them to work on the weekend, so here I am working in their place, and I'm the boss, and I got to take care of business today. So I'm power washing today, or pressure washing, whatever you want to call it. And I'm going to show you how I go about pressure washing a house. And what are you? You're pushing buttons there. You got anybody live? Kind of cool. We got some people live, but we're extremely busy. Our schedule is slammed. College kids went back to college, and so we're a little bit behind. And so here I am power washing on Sunday. Went to church earlier today, but now I'm out working. So you got to do what you got to do. I'll be golfing a little bit later on. So I wanted to go over the pressure washing and power washing and how I go about doing that. And here's some of the tools that I use. I always use a rotating nozzle, and I'm going to show you this rotating nozzle right here. And I get a lot of criticism using these nozzles. And why are you smiling? I keep seeing you smile.
Can I smile?
You can.
Okay.
But I always use these nozzles, and I get a lot of criticism using them, saying I'm damaging the house or damaging the fence. And if used properly, you're never going to damage anything. So when I teach my guys how to use them, you know, I'm walking them through it, and I'm watching them. I'm showing them how first, and then I'm walking them through houses. And it takes quite a few houses to learn how. But once you learn how to use this nozzle, you can clean a house a lot faster and a lot more efficient. And then here I got my my gun right here. I got a Mighty M power washer or pressure washer. I always say power washer. They're the same thing. But this is a Mighty M. It's a 4,000 psi pressure washer, and these things work absolutely great for us. It's an awesome machine. Here's another device that I use right here, and today we're going to be cleaning the gutters. And this is a pretty cool device, and it's a rotating nozzle, and it shoots water out both sides, and so you can clean the gutters without having to get on the roof. And I use it sometimes. Sometimes I get on the roofs if they're even flat or you know not too steep of a pitch. These I can get up there, walk on them, and clean the gutters with it. But there's some of the tools. All the tools, the power washing tools that I use, are always available on my website, theidahopainter.com, where you can check out my Amazon affiliate links in my tool store and purchase them. I always like wearing rubber gloves. Got my safety goggles on, and I like wearing a hat too to keep any debris that's flying around off my head. And I always wear a hat anyways. But I always get on the roofs. I got an extension ladder right there. I absolutely love the extend climb ladders because they just ratchet it up. I can, you know, just carry it in the car if I need to. But they are really fast to get on the roofs power washing. There's a whole setup. I'm going to show you the power washing. What you want to do is you want to work from top of the house down to the bottom of the house. I'm going to get up on the roof, start power washing up there. But with these nozzles and the PSI right here that I'm going to be running through this power washer, it's 4,000 PSI. You just can't get too close to the house. But the rotating nozzle, it really agitates the dirt and cleans really well. I don't use any chemicals. A lot of people ask me, what do you use chemical wise? Do you use bleach or cleaners and stuff like that? I've never in my career used any chemicals when power washing or cleaning. It's just straight water. So I'm hooked up to the water to the house, and I'm gonna get going here. There's a bunch of other nozzles that that come with the power washer. You got the green, yellow, reds, and all that stuff. I don't use any of those things. I use the extension to get up really high. Right here, this extension one to reach up in high places. But that's about it, and I'm going to show you now how we go about doing this. So watch the process, and we'll see how many people we got on there. Is there some people on there?
Keep saying poor connection. There's like 22, so one guy said his house is being pressure washed from hurricane. It's going through Florida, so our prayers to them right now.
Yeah.
Because
I know Hobble Creek doesn't have very good cell service, so hopefully.
Yeah, it says poor connection.
Even now.
Yeah. It's okay. People are talking, so it's okay.
Are they talking, chatting? Okay, here we go. Got my pressure washer. Just gonna turn it to on, I've already started it. I don't need to choke it, so here we go. It's always good to start the process by holding your trigger. It's going to be a lot easier to start the power washer because there's going to be no pressure behind the rope.
Problems.
Ran into a little dilemma. These things, these quick release fittings wear out, and that one's wearing out, and now the thing's stuck on there because the balls start to wear out. So just grab myself another one. We'll get going here.
Any suggestions for maintaining them or lubing them or anything?
So it's a good idea to spray those fittings down with WD-40 every time you use them, and they'll last longer. But just the repetitive, taking them on and off, they do just wear out. Another good reason why to have multiple guns. So I'm going to continue right along finishing this. That gives you a quick look at how I go about power washing. Now some of the tips and tricks here, don't get anywhere near window screens because you'll damage the screen. You'll leave circular marks on there. So I definitely stay away from the screens. If I do want to wash them, I just get back really far. I'm usually back, it was one of the screens I washed here. I was probably 3 feet back when I washed the screen. Another thing is wherever there's masking, like on the roof lines up here, wherever masking is going to go to mask the roof, I like to wash that really good and get all the dirt and debris off because our masking is going to stick better. But it's you can see the rotating nozzle doesn't do any damage, when you're using it, if you use it properly. This thing's 4,000 psi right there, and that rotating nozzle will handle 4,000 psi, but it's a lot faster. My wand I use to reach really high is stock. I'm gonna have to get 2 tools to pull it apart, but I use this extension wand right here. Almost every job we use, I'll unhook this wand right here, hook the gutter cleaner off right here, and I can do all this high stuff with this wand right here. This thing is absolutely amazing. And like I said, once again, all the tools, power washing tools, you can find them on my website, theidahopainter.com. I got a tool store with all my Amazon affiliate links that you can purchase all my tools and accessories I use to help support my video taking. But that's a look at it. You just want to work from top to bottom. Do we have any questions there, Lisa, that you saw at all?
No, people are talking a lot, but not right now.
How many people do we got live on there?
Don't spray upwards into soffit vents. Wet the attic and insulation.
Yeah, it's not a good idea. We got these soffit vents and you don't want to just load tons of water into them, but the soffit vents themselves are extremely dirty, and if you go buy them just a couple fast passes, you're not going to get enough water in there that you're going to do any damage. And the small amount of water that's going to go up in there, those soffits and the vents up inside the attic, it gets really hot and it's going to dry out really fast. But you can see I cleaned off the deck right there. We're going to be painting this deck too, or staining the deck. Stay away from windows and doors. It's always a good idea too, when you're done power washing, to knock on the door, tell the customer just to check for any water on windowsills or doors, just to wipe it up. I think that's any other questions still got there, Lisa, on our live?
Nope. Somebody said you forgot to do the front of the railing, but
I did the front of the railing right here just a little bit ago. On the other side, I haven't done the front. I'm not, this is a live show, so you'd be here for an hour and a half with me shooting it all live. I was just kind of giving you an overview of different things that I do power washing, but I always start from the top of the house, work my way down, and then eventually the decks are the last thing I do. Here's another tip too, is when you're done, you can see me, I was sweeping off the walkways and stuff. You can use this rotating nozzle or your power nozzle just like a blower or a sweeper. I always clean the walkways off. You don't want to get too close because you'll scar the walkway or the concrete. So you got to stay far enough away that you don't mark it up. But there you go.
What kind of power washer is that?
So you can walk over here, I'll show you. So we're using, right here, this is the Mighty M 4000 PSI power washer. And I absolutely love this thing. We've been using this thing, I don't know, maybe a year, 2 years now. I had another one that lasted quite a few years. It was probably 10, 12 years, a lot smaller. But this big power wash right here, this 4000 PSI, this is a belt-driven unit, and it's absolutely amazing. This thing works like a workhorse, and you can power wash a lot faster. The other one I had was a 2500 PSI power washer, and I could power wash this house twice as fast with this power washer and this extension wand right here. There you go. Any other questions?
How about show this one more time?
So here's the, this is the gutter nozzle. If you point away, so you got somebody mowing their lawn over there. This is the gutter nozzle right here, and it hooks on to an extension, just like that, and it goes into your gutter, and it sprays water out both sides using these are little rotating nozzles. So it's a quick way to clean gutters without getting on your roof if you're scared to get on your roof. Some roofs are too steep to walk on, and so you really need this little tool right here. This roof, you can walk on it and clean the gutters from being on the roof. So it's a really cool tool. We use it all the time.
And is that a service you provide, or is it good to clean your gutters?
You know, the gutters themselves, if you don't clean them, here, if you got trees like this, you got trees and stuff, you need to clean them at least twice a year. Otherwise, the gutters, the downspouts are going to get clogged with leaves, and even dirt and debris from your roof is going to clog up your downspouts. Then your gutters are going to overfill, spill here, they'll run down your fascia, cause water damage, dry rot. And if the gutters get too heavy, they can start actually pulling off the fascia. So you definitely want to clean your gutters at least twice a year.
So if they're painting contractors, that's a good service they could
Yeah,
provide?
it's a great service if you're a painting contractor. It's an additional charge when we power wash a house. We have an additional charge to clean the gutters, and I think it's like $125 to clean the gutters. So it helps pay for your power washing when you're out here power washing. So, any other questions we got?
Yeah, he said somebody had leaking water into their house because their gutters were filled with dirt and debris.
Yeah, so you got to clean up. Make sure you clean those gutters out. Well, hopefully you've enjoyed this live show. Don't forget, every Monday.
Stay safe in Florida. Tell them to stay safe in Florida.
Yeah, stay safe. Hope you guys in
pray for
Florida,
them.
you know, nobody's getting injured or anything. I know it's going to be a big mess cleaning it up. Wish you guys well. We got our live show every Monday on YouTube. So tomorrow, our live show in our studio. So check us out live. We're also on Facebook and Instagram. Instagram's Idaho Painters, and Facebook is The Idaho Painters. We got a lot of little cool pictures, videos, 1 minute and half minute, 30-second clip videos and how-to videos. They're really cool. So follow us there. And don't forget to check out my website for a lot more tips, tricks, and hacks, and email support, phone support that we also offer too. So anything else?
Nope.
All
Happy
right,
Sunday.
Cool. We'll see you guys on the
bless.
next video. Out.